Hello everybody. Today we are going to go over how to deal with boars in Windrose, because if you're not used to this type of combat or gameplay, they can be a little bit daunting, particularly as you need boar hide right from the jump. So there are a few things we're going to go over with this. First is that when you are fighting anything at your gear level in Windrose, you should always be fully fed. An easy way to do that when you first start the game is to, first of all, take on a dodo, which you should be able to just hack down, dodge the attacks pretty easily. You don't even need to like control to get away from them. You can just back away and they will drop bird meat and dodo eggs. You will be able to immediately cook them to get dodo broth. So I'm gonna go ahead and cook 2. And then another easy way to get a little bit of food is to find a palm tree with coconuts on it. So that might just take me a second. And hit harvest. And then you can pick up all the coconuts that tree drops. And you can go ahead and eat the coconut and eat the broth. And now you should be closer to being able to take on boars. Okay. The next thing we need to do is make sure that you have bandages in your inventory, and this is really important. In order to do that, you need to make coarse fabric, which is gotten by using plant fiber to craft, and then you turn it into bandages. Alright, so now we've got that out of the way. It wouldn't hurt to craft some bullets to have with you, as you can take a starting shot at the boars, but since gunpowder is a little bit limited, you might not want to waste it on pigs. Okay, so the next thing we need to do is look in the build menu for pre-built structures. You've got a hut here. Huts are important because you can place these out in the wild and save. I guess you could do a tent as well. You can save where you are. So tents require 10 plant fiber and also 4 wood. They are definitely more easy on the resources to do, so we're going to use those. You want to have resources to build them in your inventory always, so that if you find a boar you want to hunt, you just drop a save point and make sure you set your revive to that point. So I should now have everything I need to make a tent and find a pig. Okay, we have found our first boar. Technically it is a sow, which is a female boar. They don't hit quite as hard and don't have quite as much HP as a regular boar, but we'll start here. So you're going to go into your build menu with B, and we are going to put down a tent, which I thought I had enough wood for. Hold on. So we will set our revival point here. The purpose of this obviously is so that we can easily respawn if we do go down. We're going to learn the timing of the boar because that will help you right click when you need to. It's easier to just right click and block the attacks and bop him when you can. So like when it's a good moment. So there, I blocked him. Blocking does not break his defenses, whereas parrying does. Parrying is what is happening here when I am right-clicking and releasing almost immediately as the boar attacks. That will trigger a parry, and that will break his shields. So always wait after you do the first block and make sure he's not going to attack again. So that is how I take down the boars. I just stand here and block, and if I get a perfect parry, that's great because that will block or break his shields. Okay, now really cool thing about the tents is you can just go into destroy mode. To toggle that mode, you use your middle mouse button when you're in build mode, and I can just pick up all those materials, and then we can go looking for more boars to hunt. Alright, I have found another boar, so we're gonna place the tent down. Don't forget to set your revival point, and we're going to do this again. Alright, so we're going to see what happens if you just block without getting a perfect parry. So here we go. Alright, we're just going to block. So what happened there is that because I didn't get the perfect parry, he took down one of my defense shields there. So see, there, he did it again. So now I'm gonna let that heal up again, and then I will show you the perfect parry again so that you can see the difference between that. So one, ooh, yikes. So see, I missed that one. Completely missed it. Probably gonna have to dodge there as I heal. So it is, I definitely parried too early. Alright, let's do this again. And parry. And parry. See how that doesn't block my shields? Alright, oops. I messed that one up. Ooh, dodge. And as I said, if you can, there's nothing wrong with running. I might die here. So even though I have figured out their attack patterns, it is still extremely possible to die from these things. Okay, now he's down, and as soon as he gets back up again, I'm gonna be ready to do this. Okay. Ooh! My stamina was low. Alright. And he's knocked down. So, if you can perfect parry them, do that. And if the combat is hard, remember, you can fall back on good food. So if I cook better food, I will have way more HP, and you can fall back on the comfort of knowing you will just respawn right here. You'll be able to run get your stuff, and you won't have to trek all the way across the island to make sure you don't lose your things. So half of this tutorial is about peace of mind, the other half of this tutorial is about actually practicing and nailing the combat. I really hope this helps you guys. I know it can be frustrating to just want to progress through the game, but it's kind of a pain to learn the combat when you're not used to playing these type of combat games. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you have any questions. The good thing is, once you do get up a gear level, these boar will be no big deal at all. But of course that means that there will be new enemies that you will have to learn attack patterns for if you want to take them down. So if you want, I can also do quick guides on those to help you get through whatever is going on, whatever the game throws at us. So that is it for me today, guys. As I said, I hope this helps. I just wanted to do a quick boar hunting tutorial. Before I play through my own full version of the game, I have a different save for that, so please do subscribe if you are interested in seeing more Windrose content. As I said, that is it for me today, guys. I hope you are enjoying your games, I hope you can defeat those boars, and I will see you all in the next video.